lot of you that know me, you know my stand on certain things. A lot of you know how I am about this so-called language. I detest it. I know that many of my ancestral words are in it. Um, I cannot tell you exactly who perverted it, but just know that who you are today is far from who you were in the past. Um, I know that y'all look up to a lot of people. I know some of you look up to me. Don't do that. I want you to walk beside me, as your brother, your bigger brother, or your younger brother, regardless. Um, I'm gonna discuss some things. I believe around 10 o'clock, maybe 11. And I hope they. It's not to slap anybody down, but right now we have a lot of individuals in this world who wore costumes, and they really believe that gives them a moniker to believe they're really bad or tough guys or whatever. And that's not an ego. That's a displacement. And ergo, there's a lot of frequencies and chemicals and a lot of things that are creating deviations that put you in a certain position. And I could dig that some of you really believe, and I have to say that word because you don't know. Whatever it is you're going through, that it's your place, what you're supposed to be going through. I can 1,000% tell you, you're wrong. There's a reason why they say there's nothing new under the sun. There's a reason why they want you to be marginalized and believe in one certain place. There's a reason why they want you to look at certain individuals when they always tell themselves, but most people don't hear those small things. So today, I'm going to attempt to cover some of that. And there are those outside of that who really, really embrace the belief that, because life is conflicting and confusing, and they believe that some of these individuals can give them another piece. And some of them are very intelligent, and they know something is not right. And they're very, they're not so brash as to jump or subjugate themselves upon that. So they'll look at a person in hindsight and go, okay, well, I'm going to take what I can and be respectful and show some core, and not be so livid. But inside, internally, they're going, this person's full of caca. Yet they're telling me some things that must be, because a lot of times we have a feeling, and we know that feeling has, for those who are actually coming into the know, has a resonating vibration that you can solidify, solidify or quantify with self. You know what I mean? Like, this quality control of self, and you can almost feel it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about this language. I really, and all languages actually, we're more and more beautiful. But the one here, it really is spellbounding, and I'm grateful that most of the world has a language outside of that, and those languages are still formatting and coming into grips. I ordered a book last night on cuneiform, and there was a few of them. I'm going to get back into studying that. It's been a long time. I've seen it all over the world, literally, in so-called South America, this, that, and other. But yet I'm still having a very hard time accepting these people who want to keep pushing the earth is round and spinning heliocentric and all these different. I'm not here to change them, and I'm not going to beat up on those individuals. You have the choice. You have choices in this world. You can believe what you want. I just have an issue when people say fact. No, I can't go with that. Based on certain things that are reasonable, and I've expressed those. Another thing that can be mind numbing is the sexualization and everything else that keeps all that wonderful energy in a place. And it's not so much perversion. It's such a beautiful thing. It's how it's laid out. I'm gonna get into reading some of those things, and maybe we can cover, as far as religion, some of the errors, and where you can see the manipulation to fit certain people's agendas or their perverse nature, to which shouldn't be. Like I said, there's nothing new under the sun. You would wonder, why are we in this position? What was the destruction? What have we not learned? Well, if I was from somewhere else and I was advanced and still there was some kind of wars going on, I was visiting, or I planted seeds here to save or rectify things, to let you do it on your own. How can you let 12 or 13 families control billions of people? Well, it takes a small number to topple the whole government. The problem with that is they topple the good ones. And then the people who are supposed to be good, they're subjugated without knowing. And then by the time they realize it, the majority are so at odds with each other. I mean, come on. I was just in a conversation on this guy, his platform. I follow him. I like some of his things he says. And it's this tough guy in Florida, you know, sniper 287. And he's talking like real tough. And I'm like, this guy don't know me. I would break him in half. And I don't advocate violence. Literally, he wouldn't last 10 minutes. He wouldn't last 3 minutes with me. Guaranteed. You know, he probably would think he was SWAT or something like that. It doesn't mean nothing to me. This individual has no clue. Fathomably. I would literally, and I'm not powerlifting no more and all that stuff. Y'all saw me yesterday. I'm walking more to get back in the marathon. And at my age, it's still because of what it's not. It's the energy. I know something different. It's not this perverse fluidity of stupidity. No, I don't have to convince myself. There's a difference. And I just had to call him a clown. That's what he is. You know, all tatted up and everything. That doesn't mean nothing to those of us who know the truth behind it all. You know, mimicking my ancestors and carrying yourself as if your conditioning is mainframe and meant to know. That's the part that allows the destruction. And this time, there's many of us, and we're not tolerating it. It's not about an if, it's a when. We know there's enemies and then there's good individuals and things all around us watching. There is going to be a cleansing. It's going to happen. And some are just saying, well, I'll be gone. I had my fun. And no. Right now, they're using rejuvenation methods by our ancestors. The only problem is the perverse that are using it. Do you think the righteous would sit here and do the things that they're doing in the world? No, right now, the perverse are in a position with hidden agendas, and those who work for them really don't get, because they're not being told the truth. Technologically wise, gas, vehicles, and everything that you see, we're going to have this conversation. And I'm going to share some things with you. And just keep it very platonic. That's it. I see that there's individuals subscribing, unsubscribing, or maybe being unsubscribed. If you're being unsubscribed, you're still subscribed. So the people who come and leave, please stay away. Do me this favor. You know, when I burn that candle, when I talk into the earth, I'm about to go outside and ground right now. When I do the things that I don't do it because of belief and religion. I do it because I know things. There are things that are not so much that they're important, but there's a balance, a copious amount of balance. And there's a few who are not going to talk about it. They want to see the reset because they know what they're capable of. And then there are those who are still pushing because the envelope, and then there are those who are a little perverse. Like I said, stop running with these people talking about Lucifer and all that. My name. It's not some evil thing, y'all. Right? It's a name. It's been utilized by numerous individuals. So please, take a breather for a moment. All right?